good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cab here with some absolutely hype news, and not only for just the regular characters that we are seeing on this scan with Hunter x Hunter, but there's also a major Easter egg in this scan that I'm going to be going over at the very end that a lot of people are going to be hyped for, even though it is somewhat known that this character was going to be in the game. But before we do that, we're going to talk about this scan, and I want to give a huge shout out to the person where I got this scan from, and that is Yonko Productions on Twitter. If you are already not following the man, be sure to do so. Always puts out great information, gets the scan info and things like that out early for us when it comes to the V-Jumps, and just puts out a bunch of different news regarding different animes, different games, and things like that. So be sure to follow him. Link to his Twitter is down below. But jumping into this scan, as I usually do, I broke it down into two different parts so I could get a zoomed in view for you guys so you can see everything up close. And on the top part of the scan really shows off a couple things with Gon. As you see on the right hand side, looks like that's his rock version of his Shaisho-kun. It could be his paper version as well. Do not know for sure, but it's definitely not scissors. We can all guarantee that. But that is definitely a version between rock and paper of his Shaisho-kun. We can't really get the full in-depth look at it to fully see what is going on. But on the left hand side, you see Gon in his form where he grows up, what he did against Pito, where he transformed into the older version and was just absolutely powerful. I'm guessing that's going to be his ultimate, and it's just going to be a short animation where he transforms real quick and does some massive damage with it and some insane combo probably, and then transforms back to his regular form immediately afterwards. Now my one curious question about that is, it going to have like a negative after effect just like it did in the show? That's the one question that I'm really curious about with that move, because that move really put my mans into a serious coma in the actual anime and manga. So is it going to have a similar effect in the actual game where it does some kind of negative, maybe takes out his health, takes out his energy, if there's something like that in this game? Who really knows? But that's what I'm really curious with that ability right there. Now moving on, the only thing we really see of Hisoka on this scan, as you see on the left hand side, is like an explosion with Hisoka kind of laying back. Don't really know what we can make of this besides the fact that Hisoka is in the game. He's going to be in the game as a character, so that is a pretty nice thing, pretty dope thing. Really glad that he's actually making it into this game as an actual character instead of a support like he was in J-Stars. Now moving on to the bottom half of the screen, this was what shows off the new stage. Basically it's a mix of New York and Planet Namek is what I'm getting, because that's exactly what it looks like, guys. Literally you see the Frieza spaceship in the back, and then you see the Statue of Liberty as well. So again, it's like a mix of the Planet Namek along with New York as well, because this game, if you guys remember, it's a bunch of different dimensions colliding and being in a dimension that they're really not supposed to be. So again, that's really makes sense. I think that's pretty dope right there, how they're combining certain stages of anime with monuments and things like that. So that is really cool. Again, that is a new stage that we are getting. But moving on to the hype part that a lot of my fans, you know, DBZ fans especially, are really gonna be hyped for, and you know, seeing how that's mainly the main part of my fan base. As you see right here, guys, on the zoomed in part of the bottom right hand part of the screen, you see Gon knocking away a character, and this character can only be one person. I mean, he seems to have sand battlesuit armor on his hands, his feet, and his upper body, along with pants and legs. So who else could this be besides the Prince of All Saiyans and my man's Vegeta? Everybody knew Vegeta was already most likely coming to this game, but this is 100% confirmation that the third character from Dragon Ball Z has been confirmed with Jump Force. Now we have Goku, Frieza, and Vegeta as confirmed characters. You can confirm that is Vegeta. I don't see who or what other anime character that possibly could be right there. So again, that is absolutely lit. I cannot wait to actually get a scan on him or something along that nature, because again, we already know my man's is gonna be in the game based off this scan. Let me know how hyped you are, not only for the Hunter x Hunter news, but also for the Dragon Ball news that we got at the end regarding Vegeta, and seeing that little bit of an Easter egg where Gon is actually knocking away Vegeta, because without that we would have had no clue that my man's was actually coming to the game, and it still would have been just a high chance and a guess at the same time. But this right here confirms it. So let me know how hyped you are for all this down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, as always, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.